This is the end. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to 3D model some intros. Okay guys, let's just get straight into it. Before I'm going to show you anything, I'm going to be expecting you guys be able to know your way around Cinema 4D. So I'm not going to be treating you guys like how to do every single little tiny thing, you know, like how to move around like this, like zoom out, or kind of stuff like that. So let's just first off, let's just take a quick look at this intro I made. It's really simple. Of course you would have some cameras or something like that. And then this opens up, and the logo comes out or whatever, you know. So let's just go ahead to this first frame and let's delete all of it. And how I usually start this intro is I usually go ahead, hold down this, and I go to tube. I look at this tube and from a kind of upper angle and just make it so it has like a little circle, and I kind of beef it up a little bit so it's a little bit bigger. And let me get this so it's smaller, right around there. So just click these little orange things to kind of adjust their stuff. So there. Let's get it so it's a little bit thinner, thicker. So there we go. We have a perfect circle, and now we're just gonna leave that, and we're not gonna put any mats on it. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and delete all these mats. So we're not gonna put any mats on it just yet, or I'm not sure if we're gonna get around to that. We're just going to hold down this, and we're going to get just kind of any random shape. I like messing around with this shape, this cone. I've never really tried, but let's first do the cylinder. So once you spawn in the cylinder, zoom into it real quick using these three tools up here. So just make it bigger, make it smaller, / thinner, like that. There we go. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm thinking I should do kind of a bend, so let's just put a bend on it. A bit of bend, you just come over here to this little bend tool right here, and I click that, and you're going to want to change this bend so it kind of wraps around / fits this. So there, kind of get it perfectly so it fits it. There we go. Look around a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's good. And now let's put the bend as a child to it, and we're gonna have to put the bend strength up. So there we go. Now it's all bent, and you can just choose how big you actually want the bend. You can have it so it's like a circle, something kind of like this, I think. Oops. Let's just press Control Z. Let's not mess with that. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's just not do that. And now let's go to the bend and just turn up the strength again. So now you have your little bend. Let's pull up the cylinder. So you have your bend. It kind of just slash. Let me turn it up just a little bit more. Looking like it's kind of weird and wonky, but I guess it'll do. And hold on, let me check something real quick. Angle. Oh no, never mind. So let's just go to MoGraph and let's click a cloner. Let's put this into the cloner. Let's click the cloner, and you can turn this up. Put it to radial, so it's kind of this weird looking shape. You can just kind of mess around with this stuff. This is what I usually do. Right now I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just messing around, you know. Just mess around, make stuff look cool. Like here, look at this. This looks cool. You can animate this to do something kind of like a saw blade maybe, or you know, just mess around. You could do something like that like they come in or something like that and hit like a circle of some kind, but right now we're just gonna do that and rotate it so it's like flat like this. An easy way to rotate this is actually go to chords, and let's just go to 90 degrees right here. Boom, it's exactly flat now. Now all we have to do is just put it down into this little circle. So now it kind of looks like a wheel, kind of. Now let's just kind of make it so it fits like that. There we go, that's good. And you can always group these together as a whole, doing alting on both of them, or controlling on both of them, and then pressing Alt G, and then now it's an little null, and just name it whatever you want. Let's call this wheel 1. So now we have a wheel 1 kind of thing. You could make this spin in an animation. You could do so much stuff with this. Like, the possibilities are endless. So let's just let's copy it, but we're gonna take out the cloner. We're gonna keep the cube, or the tube, and we're gonna fill it up so it's bigger like this. And let's go ahead. Should we make it smaller or bigger? I think we're gonna make it bigger. Okay, there we go. And we can kind of move over here a little bit. Go, but we're going to want to change it. So, oops. There we go. And now let me get in a little bit, thicken it up. There we go. And now it's kind of like a little. Oops. If you ever click this button on accident, I usually do it, just click on this top one again. And so this looks cool. So I'm going to actually go into and get this little pentagon, or whatever, how do you pronounce that, I'm not even sure. Let's just click this, and you're going to want to go to MoGraph and then cloner, and then put this shape under the cloner. Mess around with the shapes. This is what I usually do just with the cloners. When you click the cloner, you can go to object and click radial. I usually do. Turn it up a lot and make it bigger. Turn it up a lot. It looks kind of cool. And now let's just flatten it out like we did last time. Put this chords on 90 degrees when you're in the chords tab. And we can go ahead and do that. Yeah. So we could probably connect these somehow. Okay, let's first, we're gonna turn this down a little bit so it kind of fits around it. There we go. And now we're gonna animate this thing first. So let's just but we're not going to just yet. We're still thinking about ideas to do. We can have this cloner. Let's get into this cloner thing. Yep, right here, right. And how does it open up? Yeah, like that. And we can have this being turned down, or we could have. Okay, yeah, I got a good idea. So you know how I had that little logo coming out, right? We could have it coming out like this opening, and then this could be gaining more, or something like that. Let's kind of dabble around like that. Let's turn this up a little bit, make it so there's no hole. There we go. And let's just go ahead and grab a cylinder. That's what I used last time, and I thickened it up. Doing this, and made it taller. So there. Now I am going to go to cloner. This cloner, right? Oh, wrong cloner. So go to this one, and we are going to want it keyframed right around. Let's go to 140. And let's go to make it so there is, it opens up right around there. And when you do that, just make it like this, go to 140 or something like that. And you're gonna right click, add keyframe. Now you're gonna go to the 0 seconds, and you're going to make it so it's not like that anymore, where there's no hole at all. A hole, well, there's a little tiny, yeah, we should be good. Oops, what did I do? Oh no, that's not good. Let's go back to the corner. Oh, I accidentally deleted my keyframe. That's okay. So right around there, animation at keyframe. Just like last time, go to 0 and do this. Just make it so it's empty when you're at 0, and just keyframe it again. Can't normally keyframe it, otherwise it will not work. And now it's spinning kind of. We can have it spinning as well. So let's go to this keyframe at 139. Go to the cloner. Grab this little tool right here. Oops, you don't want that. We want it to spin. So let's grab this little blue bar. Keyframe it at this time, and let's go over here. Oh, oops. You do not want that. Let me actually go to chords. Chords would be easier. And let's just turn this up a little bit in keyframe. Now it should be spinning and opening up. If you want the spin to go faster, or if you want any keyframe usually to go faster, you just gotta move the second keyframe closer. Now, if you want, I was gonna open a lot faster, but I don't want it to go that fast, so just put it back to like 120. And now let's get the cylinder to be moved up. We want it around 180. Your times are probably going to be different than mine, but just as a reference. And I want it to be right around, let's say here, right there. And then keyframe it, and then go back to wherever you want it to start, and then go back down. There we go, keyframe it. Now it's going to be going up. Oops. Needs to go a little bit slower so it doesn't crash through it when there's no actual that much space. I think I'm just going to make it just go faster. Oops. There we go. Now to just sync perfectly with it, and it's coming up. It's still going to be coming up. Now let's actually just make it so it's a little bit. No, that's a little bit too fast, but same time, I'm just going to delete this keyframe real quick, and oops, accidentally deleted the whole thing. If you do that, just press Control Z and it'll go back. I don't want it to be there. I want it to be right around here. Okay, I guess we just won't mess with it because it's a tutorial. So now it's coming up and through the kind of saw, and now we can have this right here, this cloner. We can have this turning while this whole thing's happening, so it'll look a little bit better. So let's just go to 0 or go to around 300 or so. Keyframe it. Go over to the 0. And we're going to grab this little tool, or you can go back into the chords and mess with this. And we're just going to do this. So we're going to put it pretty big, and right around 450, somewhere around there. And it's going to be spinning the whole time while this is happening. You can even do your own little custom animation to this. You can have it be going in, going up, and then in. Here, let's just, is this the tube? Yeah. So let's have it be going up right around here. And have it kind of coming from right there. See, it's slowly going up, and you can actually have it right around, let's say here. Let's turn this up a little bit so, oh, never mind, let me just do that. Let's go around here and make it so it's smaller, and it wraps around this. mess around with it. Like, and now I just need to go back. Oh, well, I did that wrong. Like, really wrong. Okay. Oh, so, if you want to know how to, like, let's just do that anyways. Let's have this cylinder, open up, do that little thing like I did last time, right around, probably right around there. Oh no, I don't want that keyframe. Not want that keyframe there. Let's just, oh, there we go. Delete it. Come to wherever just stops, and now you can have it so it opens. We're gonna have to go, where is it? Is it this one? No. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. No, what am I doing with my life right now? Where is it? Oh, it's down there, I think. Please don't say it is. Please, because it's gonna be harder. Whatever. Let's just. Oh, this is a cylinder. What am I doing? I'm supposed to do it with tubes. That's a fail. But, you know, you would keyframe it just like that. If you guys want a second part to the tutorial of me kind of finishing this and putting the mats on it, make sure to comment down below, because I don't know, I need some feedback before I put in all the work into it. So if this is helpful, thank you. If this is helpful, please smash that like button, because it really does help us out. And thanks for watching the whole tutorial, how to model and put animations on it. And yeah, peace.